Hey there! Welcome back to Reddit Dating, best channel for cheating stories. Make sure to like and subscribe the channel for more spicy stories. I have reason to assume my wife has cheated on me, but I have no proof. Both of us are in our mid-20s and have only been married for a little more than a year. She's getting concert tickets for Christmas, so I'm naturally anticipating that I'll be joining her. Nope, he is a big fan of the band, so she would like to bring someone from work with her to see them. She also tells me that he is, which I find interesting. Despite the fact that I'm upset, I'm not going to start a fight about it. Afterward, she and her friend wait outside near where the band bus will be leaving for the next play. She is approached by the bassist of the band, with whom she engages in relations. He inquires as to if she intends to attend their New Year's Eve performance, which is 200 miles away. She declines since she is unable to pay for the service. He stated that if she came, he would pay for her tickets. She asserts that she will not be traveling alone. He goes on to say that she is welcome to bring a friend. Because I won't be able to go, our New Year's Eve plans have been shattered completely. She had previously made light of the fact that she would have to sleep with the bassist in order to obtain these tickets and VIP treatment. Because I didn't think it amusing, she played it off as a joke. At the end of the day, this is her favorite band, and I don't want her to have this hanging over her head for the rest of our lives, so I let her make the final decision. It is she who decides to accompany a coworker, who she now claims is just 80% certain as she texted me while we were on the long journey there. Then, once she has the tickets, nothing further happens. After midnight, I send her a text message, to which she responds with 3 words. Since then, I have not heard from her. At 11:30 a.m. the next morning, when I contacted her to check in, she told me she was waiting at the metro station to return to her hotel room. She finally gets home at 4:30 p.m. after a long day. When I inquire as to how the night went, she states that they partied all night, that she drank heavily, and that she took prescription medications. She was irritated because she had paid for a hotel room but had only stayed for 2 hours, despite having paid for it. Because she was at the metro at 11:30 a.m., I was perplexed as to how that was even a possibility for her. She admits that she never stayed in the hotel room and that she must have slept in the band suite, instead. Her amnesia is attributed to a hangover, according to her. Let's fast forward a day or two and see what happens. When she gets out of the shower, I notice that she has the hair on her genitals. When I inquire as to when she completed the task, she responds that she completed it on Friday. Here's the deal. My wife has never her pubic hair. When she does, it will be a gift for me. I discovered a package of Summer's Eve feminine wipes in her overnight bag after she departed for work. Another thing is that I've always suspected she had an odor problem, but she's never done anything about it for me. Why did she have a brand new pack of these? So, what are your thoughts? Is she deceiving you? With the bassist or the coworker? Is it okay for me to confront her about it? Please accept my apologies for such a dreadful read. I'm practically shivering as I write this because I'm at a loss on what to do. Edit. This is unquestionably a messed up situation. But I should point out that there is a reason we married. She and I have a lot in common, from music to gaming to trees to other nerdy things. Some may regard us as a couple who spends way too much time together. The life has slowed a little, but neither of us has been left wanting. I'm not sure if any of this makes a difference. Edit. I believe I should explain that she received the concert tickets as a Christmas gift, but the show did not take place on Christmas. On December 30th, the first concert took place. The second occurred on December 31st. I won't name the band because I'm trying to avoid keywords that might lead her to this thread. It's not Nickelback, and it's most obviously not Fish. Edit. She'll be there shortly. Please wish me luck. Update. I had a conversation with her last night. I asked her to guide me through the night so I could understand the intricacies better. They had will call tickets and were permitted to stand in the VIP section for the show. The bar was open until about 2:00 p.m. when they were invited to the band's suite. She wasn't wearing her outfit because the hotel provided her with free pajamas when she went up there. The opening band's bassist, guitarist, and cellist, as well as the full road crew, were present. She claimed that her work friend had been lingering around her all night, to the point of annoyance. She claimed she and a dozen other people dozed off on the living room floor. Her coworker woke her up at 11 a.m., and the two of them went to the metro. When I asked her why, she responded she had no idea. What if I wind up swimming? She wondered. Did you bring a swimsuit? I inquired. No. Not to add my wife's inability to swim. She'll drown in 6 feet of water since she has nothing to cling on to. We adore hot tubs, but I wouldn't have felt safe with her in a hot tub full of strangers. I inquired about the cleansing cloths for the summer solstice. She admitted they were for feminine odor, but said she purchased them on our most recent Walmart shopping trip, the day after Christmas. If that's the case, she couldn't have known she'd be camping out without me on New Year's Eve. She said she never even opened them. When I double-checked the package, I was certain it had not been opened. I asked her to look me in the eyes and swear there was no kissing, snuggling, or other contact. She did so, repeating those phrases exactly. I also expressed my dissatisfaction with the entire affair to her. I informed her that if she had tickets to anything and I want to go, she owes it to me to take me regardless. If she isn't prepared to make that decision, she isn't ready for marriage. She was obstinate and used a lot of exaggeration during the conversation. You always this, I never that. You always this, I never that. The most upsetting thing she said to me was that if I could have gone on New Year's Eve, she wouldn't have had as much fun. That is a fundamental damage to our connection, I informed her, and it should throw our marriage into question. She thought I was ridiculous. So I'm basically back where I started. I'm still unsure if she cheated. She could have lied. I don't have any way of knowing. She's behaving normally at home, as if nothing has happened. I'm still at a loss on what to do. I'm going to leave this up for a day or two before removing it so she doesn't notice it. Suggestions, other than dump that lying cheating, are welcome. Update 1. Last week, the basis guy texted my wife and invited her to a concert on a weeknight in a city 100 miles away. She wanted to go by herself, so I reminded her of the events of New Year's Eve. She didn't say anything to me for 3 days and gave me the silent treatment. I was away on business during the weekend, but I kept in touch with her every day. When I returned, we celebrated Valentine's Day together. I was on Reddit yesterday and noticed that I have an Oranger. When I clicked on it, I saw that my wife was still logged in on my computer. She used her account for Gonworld, which I was aware of and supported, but what I didn't expect was for her to send images to people via private message. I continued to read. What's the craziest thing you've ever done? One person inquired, and there you have it. On New Year's Eve, I had my first with a member of a famous 90s rock band and a friend. She explained, the first thing I did was consult with a lawyer to discuss my alternatives. When I confronted her about it, she admitted that it was only half true. She claimed she exaggerated that her friend is and that she and the bassist made out and did oral. That's when I decided to leave the flat and go to the hospital to get tested for STD. I returned many hours later, not trusting anything she said. I urged her to text the guy and just ask him, did we have? And if he said no, I'd believe her. She later admitted that they had. My entire existence has been devastated. We had been married for less than a year, and I had poured my heart and soul into this 5-year romance. I've relocated to the second bedroom and am sleeping on a futon. Our lease is up in May. I simply wanted to update Reddit because I know people seldom do that, and I wanted to thank you for being there for me in the past. I'm in the South Jersey/Philadelphia area and could use some attention.